So, I'm just gonna flat out say it, and I'm probably gonna get canceled on Star Wars fandom because of this. I liked The Acolyte. There, I said it, I liked it. I didn't love it. I don't love it as much as I like Skeleton Crew. But, I believe Acolyte had potential. There was a lot of plot holes, and I do feel like over 200 million is, or 220 million, whatever the amount was too much to put into this show. But I still liked it. The lightsaber fights were amazing, and I loved the character of Chimere. How I feel like it deserves a follow-up. What I don't like about it was the many plot holes that existed in this series. For example, the don't get me started on the whole why, like, Soul lying to May and the Jedi Council for all these years, and the fact that Vernestra said, "Oh, it was Soul that killed all those Jedi, not my disgruntled Padawan who I scarred years back and is now a Sith." Like, I honestly don't get it. But also, I don't get the hate behind it. I feel like the hate is kind of forced. You can criticize something, and you have every right to not like the show. But to be, I've seen the criticism that came out when it was airing, and a good chunk of it was racism. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a lot of racism and a lot of homophobia. If you're mad that a black woman is on your screen, a show that predominantly features many alien species, maybe you shouldn't watch Star Wars and watch something else. I just find it odd that a good chunk of the fandom, I'm not saying all, so don't come at me, I'm just saying a good chunk of the fandom has a bit of neo-Nazi tendencies on a show and on a franchise that is very anti-fascist. I just find that very odd. And I think Acolyte had potential, and I do believe it deserves a follow-up. But another criticism I will give, and I'll give this to any other Star Wars show that has this, it relies too much on nostalgia bait. Oh god, don't get me started. Every single time I want to watch a new story, I don't want to watch something and then, oh, here comes a character from Legends, or oh, here comes a character from the movies. I don't want that. Like, the problem with Acolyte, if it, like, nostalgia bait, and that's just any Star Wars show. And like, you know, Chimere could have come from a different sect of Sith, but no, he's Darth Plagueis' apprentice, or in this case, acolyte. Not an apprentice yet, an acolyte. I do feel like it still deserves a follow-up for Chimere and Plagueis alone. I believe Chimere, first of all, he's my favorite part of Acolyte. He's my favorite part of Acolyte, just period. But I was not interested in the main characters, the twins. I was not interested in their characters. I thought they looked cool, but I was not interested in their characters. I thought they were very, I thought they were boring compared to Chimere, because, I mean, just look at him. He's sexy, he's hot, he grabs the eye with his mask is menacing, and his lightsaber form is absolutely atrocious. It took out so many Jedi. He did them dirty. But, Ki-Adi-Mundi, as usual, being a moron, and if anyone who knows about Ki-Adi-Mundi knows he is a piece of garbage. He's like one of the worst Jedi out there in both Legends and canon. I mean, the dude had a family in Legends, and he was like, oh, they died, oh well. It's the will before. A heartless Cerulean right there. Yoda appearing at the end was just pure nostalgia bait, and Plagueis kind of makes sense, because we don't know how old Munes can actually get, but as stated in the Darth Plagueis novel, he can be over 100. So it kind of makes sense for him to be in the story. But I feel like the fandom, here's a weird bit, the fandom wanted Darth Plagueis in Acolyte, but as soon as he appears, a good chunk of the fandom throws a temper tantrum. I'm like, you wanted Plagueis. I don't understand it. But again, Acolyte does have some writing inconsistencies, and under a different writer, I feel like Acolyte could thrive. I feel like this show deserves a second chance. And I hope we get a follow-up. I want to see where Chimere and May's story goes on from here. I also want to see Plagueis. In my opinion, Plagueis should just, like, if Acolyte has season 2, it should end with Plagueis and his new apprentice killing Chimere and May, or Osha, or whoever. I keep confusing the two, I'm sorry. And
take care of the droid,
and the new Plagueis being revealed to be Palpatine, or at the end of the series, Palpatine's sitting at a lake at Naboo, and Plagueis, as Hugo Damask, comes up behind him and offers him a position to observe him in the political field. That, I think, would be the perfect ending to Season 2. And it shows a young Palpatine, who I think should be played by Tom Hiddleston. That's just my honest opinion. And honestly, I think it would have been a great ending to the Acolyte. It would have. And I'm absolutely disgusted that the show got canceled. I was disappointed severely, because it didn't even have time to find an audience yet before the CEO of Disney caved into the minority of fans who review bombed the episodes before they even came out. If you're that disgusted that there's now, again, there is valid criticism you can give to the show. I mean, I just gave it. The writing could have been better. And honestly, I hated Soul. I hated Soul. He was the worst example of a Jedi. And I hated Ki-Adi-Mundi, but I've hated Ki-Adi-Mundi for a long time. I am his #1 hater. The only Jedi that are valid, in my opinion, are Qui-Gon, Plo Koon, and Shaak Ti. Obi-Wan is also on that list, but he's also got some tendencies that make me go, But anyways, this has been Lizzie. I just decided to flat out say this and hope to God that I don't look at my comment section and I get death threats from certain people. I just wanted to say I liked it. I loved the fighting. I loved everything about it. I just felt like if they had a better writing, it would have survived. Like, it's nothing to... I honestly don't get some of the criticism that's not valid, like the racism and the homophobia. I'm kind of disgusted by it. And in all honesty, I feel like we as a fandom should do better and understand our mistakes and learn and be better people. Anyways, this has been Lizzie. Do not spread hate in my comment section. Spread the positivity. Spread the word. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are at. Goodbye.